Hello, hello, lovers. Happy Monday. It's me, Isabella. I'm back. And let me tell you the story that possibly has all the red flags you can even imagine. And I do this with the purpose of, you know, for us to identify, what is legit and what is not. So let's go back in 2021 when I was contacted by different producers and agencies. So I had a phone call from no ID caller, which is the first red flag. And this person, he was explained to me that he had his own, he owns a studio in Boston. And he was recruiting new models and new people, new talent. And yeah, I will say, and I will say this first. When somebody's contact you, no matter what field, no matter what kind of, like interaction, make sure that you have references, that you can have a website or to look at it, or references or people that, you can recommend, or they can recommend you, whatever. At the end of the day, the more information that you know, the better. So this guy from Boston, he explained to me what he has in mind. So that was pretty vanilla, to be honest. It was just like, okay, I'll fly you in. We're gonna do a video. We're gonna do some photos, and then to next day I'll drop you off, and that's it. You can go home. And I was like, all right, perfect. The second red flag, when I asked him, hey, can you please, send me a picture of you so I know who you are and I can recognize you, whatever. And he's like, no, don't worry. Like, I know you. I'm going to pick you up. And I was like, oh, okay, well, fine. The day came. I flew to Boston. He picked me up from the airport. And honestly, as soon as I, I got into the car, he started, like making phone calls and stuff. And he was super ghetto, like super ghetto. Like, this guy was like, yeah, motherfucker. And I was like, I don't know if he's playing character right now, or he wants to show like he's a tough guy. I don't know. Anyway, we got to the hotel, which was a nice place. He ended up, like opened the bag with a lot of stuff. He basically he has like tools. Like a power tools. And I was like, "Are you gonna use that on me?" And he said, "No, no, no, no." I said, "Oh, okay, okay, fine." We did the video. We did some photos. Um, we he left, and he was kind of like little. Uh, Maybe in the back of his mind, he was trying to see if I was gonna stay with him that night. And I was like, no, wait, hell no. Anyway, so the next day, early, he says, I'm gonna take you to my studio so you can see. And I was like, all right, good. The studio was located about 45 minutes from his location. From the airport. And just picture this. This is like Stephen King's like horror movie, like a brick barn with kind of abounded, like field, that has some vibes. However, yeah, that was his studio. He was showing me this, he was showing me that, and I was like, okay, cool, all right, fine. Out of nowhere, we were actually going back, and all of a sudden, he just turned and he moved my head towards him. It was what he was trying to do, and I was like, at the split moment, you don't know how to react, but the last thing that you want is to make these people feel more aggressive. So I tried, like I was like, hey, my love, I'm so sorry, but we already did the video, and I kind of like her right now. So, some point I was trying to avoid, for him to stop, but not in the way to let him know that he was doing something wrong, because you don't know how these people will react. So then I will say, like the vibe kind of like changed a little bit. He was like, again, cursing and saying stuff and played very ghetto. And I was like, It's 45 minutes to the airport. Please, God, for the love of God, just take me to the airport. Take me to the airport. Uh, and that's exactly what happened. So I got off. Um, the very next day, a couple of days later, he was supposed to share the content with me and the footage. He sent me a couple of pictures, but then he's I don't know, his personality when he's in person is what's one person, right? But when he's on the phone, it's completely different. Like the guy was more like begging. I told him, listen, I mean, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, for taking me in consideration. But I'm just like, just don't feel like I want to do this again. He kept harassing me, calling me from different phone numbers. And I was like, dude, I'm just trying to explain to you, I'm trying to explain to you that this is not the way I like to work. I mean, like, I want to feel, like comfortable, and also that we have communication, like it's not just coming from me, but it's coming from you. And the fact that, um, the guy was kind of like sneaky or like suspicious. And as a matter of fact, I mean, he ended up being in the case of abuse that wasn't with me, but I was able to collect some information that was actually helpful. So I'm glad for that, because that type of people, you shouldn't be working with other people, because working, it's one thing, but using that person as you wish, as an object, that's not right. That's not correct. So what I came up, like my conclusions after this, not only in this field, not only necessarily on the adult industry, but everything, dating apps, jobs, I mean, everything. You need to make sure that you are getting the proper information so you can make a decision based on what you know. And the most important thing, respect. I always said it, like, some people, it's like, they people ask me, what kind of like guys are you into? Respectful people. Yeah, that's the best asset. And confidence, of course. But I see now that, you can get fooled very easy because AI, because, like all this technology. I just don't understand why people doesn't want to talk these days. Everything is about text and text, and I'm like, I don't get it. I mean, maybe because I'm old school, I don't know. But all I'm saying is, if you are into this field, or if you are trying to, you know, um, do this professionally, or even, just amateur, whatever, make sure that you are, you know, contacted by legit people. Ask for references, ask for links, websites. I mean, everything, anything that you need to know. Because I think the most positive, actually, experiences that I have are from the people who actually was like, okay, we're going through a section of questions, whether you like it, or you're comfortable, you want to do this, you want to do that. It's at the end, it's up to you. So, and also, I mean, you got to learn how to say no, and if that person doesn't respect your opinion, I think you should go to another road. Yeah, you should try another road, because there is beautiful people, there's not so much beautiful people. And yeah, that's part of it. Life is a risk, I get it. But sometimes when you're risking, also you need to know that there is a portion of time or effort, whatever, that you might have to lose. And if you're willing to lose that, okay, that was your investment, but that was the risk. So, anyway, happy Monday. Have a blessed week. And I'll see you next Monday. And right now, I'm going to leave you with the meme of the week. Okay? Bye.
Oh shit.
sure that's not love. Damn it. I love.
Oh, fuck. Stop. Kyle! Fucking Kyle!
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Wonder why there's dogs, like, not wanting to go downstairs. Oh. Oh. Nah, nah. Nah, nah.